Z.
And we're live, Andrew.
What's up, dude?
What's up, brother?
I was actually really excited when they brought Zimas back.
I saw it and I was like, huh, yeah. And then I had a little bit of throw up taste in my mouth.
Because they are horrible.
They're disgusting.
But, like, when I was in high school, man, like, we would drink anything we get our hands on.
Yeah, we're the same way, dude. We drink Boone's Farm.
Mad Dog?
Mad Dog. Some Thunderbird, son. Oof. Remember, dude, we'd mess around with some malt liquors like, what is it? King Cobra? Fuck, dude.
Colt 45?
Colt 45. Yeah, those were disgusting.
Mickey's, the grenades?
Yes, those little Mickeys. Those are gross. But, oh, man, that ginger's still in my throat.
You want something else in your throat? I'm just saying. I got something that cures that.
No, I don't want it. So what's up, man? Always miss.
The Chronicles of Andy continues.
Cars fixed?
Cars fixed.
Nice.
For the third time
now
regarding rodent damage to wiring. Dude, and I'm gonna put them on blast. Arrow Ford sucks. Don't care.
That's why I don't purchase from Arrow Ford.
Okay, so I guess this is a good place to start. I'm noticing that there are a lot of things that I wouldn't say a lot of things, but there's a few things that really are pet peeves of mine that really bother me. One is, for instance, I had issues with a repair on my car that was an insurance claim, and I went to Arrow Ford because they were a preferred service center for State Farm. So if you take your vehicle there, you can take your vehicle wherever you want, but if you take them to a preferred service center,
per your insurance,
they warranty the work for the life of the car. So it makes
kind
sense.
Of a no-brainer, yeah.
So I called them about a repair, and I asked the lady, I said, the car is not safe to drive, so how does this work? She goes, well, let me call my tow truck driver and I'll get back with you. And this was on a Friday at like 3 in the afternoon. I said, okay. Well, never heard from her. So I call back, get her voicemail, leave her a message.
Was this before the 4th?
Yes. This was like last weekend.
Oh, okay.
So last Friday, a week from today. And she didn't call me back. And I know they close at 6, so I called at 5:45.
Yeah.
And I finally got her. And I was like, so are you going to be able to pick my car up tomorrow morning, meaning Saturday morning? And she goes, yeah, I talked to my tow truck driver. It shouldn't be a problem. And I'm like,
were you ever going to call me?
Okay. So then the next morning, she takes my information, my phone number and everything. The next morning, the tow truck driver just shows up.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, oh, hey, I would have been ready. I'm sorry, I got to get a few things out of my car. I wasn't expecting you this early. And he goes, well, I told your service advisor to call you. I'm like, oh, no. So there's a trend here.
I got you. Yeah.
So then I didn't hear anything from Saturday when they took my car.
Yeah.
Until Tuesday. I didn't hear anything. And I could have called.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see how long it would go before they updated me. So I get a phone call at 10 minutes to 6. And she knows damn well I don't live in Abilene.
Yeah.
Or within 10 minutes of Arrow Ford. She calls at 10 to 6, says your car's ready. You can pick it up. By the way, we're closed tomorrow for the 4th. That annoys me, man.
Yeah.
Like why can't you? First of all, you should call. If you say you're going to call somebody back, you should call them back. And then why can't you keep them up to date with what they're doing? What they're doing with your vehicle?
It's pretty shitty, dude. Put them on blast on the old Google, dude. Give them a shit review, like I did that car rental place when they were dicking me around. I blasted them.
Enterprise?
Yeah, Enterprise.
Let's go good. Say their name, man.
I'll never use them again.
That's what this episode's about.
Oh, blasting people? Crying on the internet. But, dude, you know what? Put it out there. And I think it may change the way they do business, or they might fire that chick. So she'll start calling people back.
Maybe.
Right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't want anybody to lose their job over it, but it is a huge inconvenience.
I'm walking up in that motherfucker. I say, I want to talk to the man that owns this place. That won't happen. So then there's that bothers me.
Yeah.
And then tonight when I stopped at Winners, like I pull in the only parking spot in front of this, like it's a newer truck stop that they built in Winners.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to run in and get a drink. And
is that why you're late too?
Yeah, I've done that on purpose.
Fucker.
So why do people who own diesel trucks insist on leaving them run whenever they're not in them?
Don't they say it's hard on the motor, like to start it up and shut it
2018.
down?
Come on.
You know, I don't know why, but that I often wondered that too. I'm like, oh shit. So if I get a diesel truck, I'm gonna have to leave the motherfucker running if I'm running in real quick.
Like, you know, like I get it. Like up in northern states, you know, where it gets really cold, they leave the diesel engines running so the fuel don't gel up.
Yeah.
But it's July in Texas.
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know why they do that. And now that you mentioned that kind of bothers me too.
It's
dude.
diesel, dude. Yeah. I don't know. I think diesel drivers are assholes. I do.
But well, you know what you should do? You should have jumped in his truck and drove it around the building, teach him a fucking lesson, right? Or throw it out in a field somewhere.
Golly, man.
There's got to be a reason why they do that. They probably read something in their owner's manual that says, "Hey, dickhead, if you're gonna go into the store for like 5-10 minutes, keep your truck running."
I don't know, man. I just don't get the whole I've got a big Dodge truck or a big Ford truck and I need to roll coal and black smoke, and I don't get it, dude.
Why do people with diesel trucks do that too? They're like, I'm gonna blow some black smoke all over this guy, dude. I think if I had a diesel, I'd do it too, just for fun, dude.
Probably.
But yeah, you know.
And then and I'd probably stop at Stripes and get out and leave it running.
You gotta leave it running, man. Be a huge dickhead.
I mean, our fire trucks are diesels, man. Like I'm telling you,
I understand why I'd leave that fucking running.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess, but I mean, there's no mechanical need for it. You know what I mean? And like larger trucks will have a high idle where you can actually set the high idle.
How about whenever you're going to the gas station and you're gassing up and the person beside you doesn't have their vehicle off?
Oh, I do that shit. I'm guilty.
I do that too. I gas up with that motherfucker running all the time.
Well, especially in the summertime because it's hot. Well, I mean, like maybe not so much. It's not a big deal. Like if I'm in it, but if my mom's with me, like I'm just gonna leave the AC running, or the heat or whatever.
I do it, especially. I especially do it when I drive Old Blue, because sometimes, man, if I turn that fucker off, it may not want to start back up again. It's just temperamental, dude. I love that truck.
Oh man,
how's that Zima going down, dude? You want a koozie for that, man?
No, I'm good. Okay.
They're gross, right?
It's pretty horrible.
Yeah. When Kim came home with them, I'm like, why? Yeah. But dude, we used to
pound Jolly Ranchers, dude.
I was gonna say, when we used to put in them to like you put what's
watermelon
or grenadine that make it like red.
Grenadine,
yeah. Those Zimas used to be the heat, dude. When we were younger. And I just started drinking cold beer. I remember when I first had beer, dude, I was just like, this is fucking disgusting. How the fuck can anybody drink this? Were you that way? Really? When you first had a sip of beer, like your very first beer? I remember that, dude. It was
it tasted good,
gross, dude.
It was. I remember
we
were at a family reunion, and my dad, like, I don't know, I was like 11 or 12. My dad had some O'Douls.
Yeah.
And so he opened one up and gave it to me. And I'm like,
there's a little bit of alcohol.
And my aunt goes and takes it out of my hands, and she's like chastising my father. Because it still has alcohol.
I think the first time I drank a beer was in the Philippines, dude, and it was a Red Horse. Whew. And Red Horse is actually good, but I didn't have that acquired taste for beer, so I drank it and I just like spit it out. The soda's fucking rotten, you know.
You know what I didn't like was during the summer, my parents were at work and I was, off school, of course, and started going through the cabinets and looking. I'm like, peppermint schnapps.
Oh my God.
And I took a big swig and it was like burned and I spit it out all over. Like, nope, can't do it. That stuff was horrible.
Yeah.
Who drinks that?
I think people use it as a mixed drink, right? Or
I don't even know it.
Yeah. But yeah, now.
I mean, because it's like peppermint, like it's.
Oh yeah, I've had
strong,
it before.
yeah.
It is pretty damn strong. But
Now Goldschlager.
no,
I
man,
can
I've
do
gotten
that
torn up
soon.
on that, dude. Bad. like so bad, dude. I don't even remember Kim taking my contacts out for me. Like I got so drunk and passed out, threw up, passed out, woke up again, tried to party again, and just passed out. And then I woke up and I thought I had made myself like blind from throwing up because I couldn't see, dude. Like it was so blurry. And then dude, Kim had told me, I took your contacts out for you while I was knocked the fuck out.
That's a trooper for a life partner right there.
Yes, man. Dude. She is the best. But man, think about that. Your vision's fine right before puking and passing out. You wake up, dude. You can't. I thought I made myself like, I knew I had bad vision, but I thought I made it worse, dude. Like, oh my God. And then Kim told me, I took your contacts out for you.
Sure you didn't like masturbate in the middle of the night sometimes?
Well, I thought that did I throw up on my back and like, stomach acid burnt my eyes. I was freaking out. I think I was still a little drunk too, but like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But yeah, she had taken my contacts out for me. She's a super trooper, dude. Takes care of this dumbass. But,
oh man.
Hey, so did you see that post that Ivan asked?
Yeah.
So I guess we can answer that, right?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, he didn't. He asked, did Andy question why it's not the Andy and Johnny show? Right? I thought it was a good question. No, the answer for it is I'm the fucking boss, dude. I'm the lead. I'm just kidding.
I don't want to talk about it because if we ever get into a lawsuit, you'll be able to use that against me.
It can be documented. Dude.
Yeah. So no, not talking about it.
You're so stupid. I think
I got a lawyer just on retainer.
I got one too. That's what's so weird, man. I think really how it came about is like we've kind of talked about this before. It's like we both enjoy listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
Or watching them too, and we would listen to the same similar podcasts. Either Rogan, Jocko, any of those knuckleheads that Rogan has on his show that say they have podcasts. Like go and check out their podcasts, and I think me and you were always talking about that.
Well, I defer to you. I mean, it was ultimately your idea, so give you props on that.
But no, dude, I was like, dude, I want to try and do this with someone that also appreciates podcasts.
I do.
Who better than my boy Andy?
I do.
Yeah.
It's so like there's such a variety out there. Like it's not even like the people that podcasts we listen to that they have on that have podcasts, but like I started searching out my own personal interests and seeing what podcasts are out there available for that. Mm-hmm. And I found some pretty cool ones.
Yeah, man.
But it's for me, I got like entertainment wise, I got so much going on.
Yeah.
Like I'm probably about 5 different shows that I'm currently watching on Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon.
Oh, dude, I'm the same way.
And then and
it helps out when I'm like, hey, dude, check this out.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. And then I'll pull it up, and then I'll read the description or whatever, just to kind of like, because I try to prioritize because I got my shows that I really want to watch, and then it's like something in the title or in the description grabs me and I'm immediately on that. I'm like, well, all my other shows I have to wait.
Yeah, dude, I'm the same way. I got a whole bunch that are just like on back burner, and then I got those ones that I really like. I got to watch this one first, and then I'll go watch the other ones. I mean,
but the podcast is starting to get that way for me.
Yep.
Like I've got a lot, and then I try to really stay up with Rogan because he's got some his guests are really good, man.
Really and good. they have a lot of different views and aspects on certain topics that I don't mind listening to. And like you said before too, man, it's not mainstream locals.
Exactly.
It's a little bit different information. I like it. I love it. So that's why we came up with, hey, let's do our own show,
Let's
Andy.
do our own show.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, like I didn't know. I was just like, cool, we'll sit down, we'll talk, and we got a pretty cool little following, good group of little people.
Sure.
And like we got some good feedback, and our troll Anthony Taylor. You know.
Old Anthony
but we've
Taylor.
had quite a few people ask us about swag and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'll be excited to get that going.
It's on the horizon, right? On the horizon, coming
So
soon.
be on the lookout for it.
Yeah, because these mugs were
Well,
just kind of something me and Andy just made for, you know, I made them just for me and Andy. Got them made for me and Andy so we can have.
Which,
Come goats.
thanks to Juan and his wife, Raylene.
The card's right there. Make sure you read it.
We really appreciate the work she did.
She's awesome. Good stuff.
But, so what do you think so far about Wild Wild Country?
Dude, that show, I'm 5 episodes in right now.
You're farther than me. You must have just took off.
Yeah,
on it.
man. I couldn't stop.
It's crazy.
It's amazing how people that are always wanting to find, like, to be happy in life, how they can be persuaded to run with life. Dude, it's a cult.
Yeah.
I'll say it. That's what it was, man. It's a cult. What are they called? The Dishnashis or whatever they're called. I'd have to look it up. I don't want to.
That's a strange name.
Go to Netflix and watch Wild Wild Country if you want to watch some cultish shit.
It is crazy.
It is nuts.
And the thing about, man, I just can't believe
the Rajneeshi.
I can't believe how people will buy into, but I don't know, maybe I can, because I mean, it's
dude, I think initially when his main idea was just to make a little community of people just being fucking pretty much hippies and happy and getting along, that's where he wanted to go with that. But then that girl took that shit to another level, dude. So I don't want to ruin it for anybody. That show, you need to watch Wild Wild Country. If you haven't, check it out. Oh my gosh.
We have something like not that scale, but similar to Yahweh here in Abilene.
Yeah. Yep.
And that place is crazy.
Yeah, but that dude had money. I don't know. Maybe these guys Yahweh have money too.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you live there, you're part of it. Your pay goes to them, and they provide you with housing. Okay, so
are you talking about the Air Force or?
That's
weird, right?
That's a cult. So my ex-wife has some people that she knew that was part of the House of Yahweh, and they lived in a some kind of a shack there with dirt floors.
The fuck?
And so your paycheck went to them, but they provided you with everything you needed. So you had from what I understand, and I don't know, like I said, this is second, third hand information.
Yeah.
But they would go to Sam's Club and they would buy a bunch of things, and you could go to their store. Yeah. And you would have commissary credit or whatever type thing, like prison. You could get your shampoo and all that stuff. Is weird, man.
Oh my gosh. It sounds a lot like the military.
It does, right?
Right?
But
there's a structure to all this stuff. Cults, the military. Not if you want to compare them, there is a structure. They have they don't take our pay; they actually pay us, right? Yeah. For serving. But yeah, it's a structure to all these cults, and they have their own rules and guidelines, and it just. I think you lose a lot of your freedom, man.
But think about it. You have to, if you're trying to control people, and I mean that's the basic form of anything. You could compare it to the military. They're two different extremes, sure. Obviously, but the whole idea is controlling your unit, controlling the force.
Yeah.
All the way down to controlling your subordinates. We don't call it controlling; we call it leadership and managing and all that. But that's why you have the rules and the structure. Because if you didn't, then what would happen?
It's all anarchy, man.
Yeah,
Chaos.
people are going to do whatever they want. And that's what's interesting about, you know, you hear Jocko talk about that all the time, the dichotomy of leadership, you know, and I find it a difficult thing, even in my small fire department. It's volunteers, you know what I mean? Because if I came in and I was just a hard ass on everybody, then I wouldn't have any volunteers.
No,
you know what I mean?
Wouldn't, yeah,
I wouldn't. And then, but if we didn't maintain some sort of order and structure
and some type of discipline,
then you would have people that what we call in the fire service freelancers that would go off and do their own thing, and that's dangerous because it puts them at risk, puts other people at risk. So you've got to find that middle ground where you have good order and good control of,
be a good leader.
What you're doing. Be a good leader.
Yeah. So you run a cult fire department then? Is that what?
Yeah, we worship fire hydrants and water, do rain dances.
Yeah, that show's wild, man. And hence the name Wild Wild Country, right? But you're not, dude, like they actually got to the point to where they were going to start winning seats, like elections for that like county.
Yeah.
That's how big they got, dude. I'll let you watch it, but like I said, I'm only 5 episodes in, and I'm just like, I had to turn it off last night, man. I was like, oh, it's 3:30 in the morning. I better go to sleep. I don't want to dream about being a fucking in this cult.
We're dancing around naked,
stuff like that. That's the one thing that was appealing to me. I'm like, oh, naked chicks dancing around. I'll join the cult.
What do I gotta do?
But yeah,
that crazy dance that they do.
Oh yeah, it's nuts, dude. It's nuts. Hey, go ahead, dude. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, that leader, the guy, Oshwa or
Oshi or Osha, yeah, Yoshi, whatever.
Dude, people would like everybody that they interviewed that had contact with him was just like enamored with him.
Yeah,
like
the guy had some type of
fell in love with him.
There was some type of draw.
Weird.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
All right, enough about that.
Hey, I was gonna ask you, did you read anything about that Thai soccer team stuck in that cave in Thailand?
My mom was telling me about it.
Dude, they've been in there since the 23rd
There's like 12
of June.
of them, right?
Yeah, with their coach. Since the 23rd of June, they've been stuck in this.
What happened?
Cave. Dude, I'm not really sure. Everything I keep reading now, it's saying that they got trapped in a cave. They're 2 miles deep. Like, why did this guy decide to take his soccer team into this cave 2 miles deep? And then I guess the cave, I think it may have collapsed. So like they're trapped down there.
Where are they at? Because I know my mom mentioned they're in Thailand.
They had to send Thai Navy SEAL guys in there to go and rescue them. They got to them, but the way they got to them is they had to dive to them because there's water.
Oh, so they like went under.
Yeah, they found them.
Whoa.
All 12 of them and the coach, but like a bunch of the kids were like since they've been in there since the 23rd of June, they have no food and everything. They're trying to get them healthy enough, and they're trying to teach them how to scuba dive to get out.
Really?
Yeah. There's already been one retired Thai Navy SEAL guy that's died trying to, I guess, get supplies to him. He died, but I guess the U.S. forces too, they're involved in it also. We sent some people from Kadena. I don't know, I was reading about it. I don't want to get the group wrong, dude, but we sent some Air Force people over there down there to help them, man.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's nuts. Since the 23rd of June, dude, been underground.
So there's a very valuable lesson.
Don't go into a cave.
Don't go into a cave.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't understand how, like, for them to get that deep, did they encounter water on the way down there?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, it's weird, dude. So like they're pumping out water out of this cave. So, and plus rains are coming. So the rains are coming, that's going to get flooded. It's crazy, dude. Actually, man, I want to bring up the actual group that's there that we sent over there. When I say we, the United States, right? So I was reading it.
I wouldn't even know what to do in that situation, man.
It's scary. That'd be scary, dude.
Well, I mean,
it's the 353rd Special Operations Group and the 31st Rescue Squadron.
So PJs.
Yep. They arrived there on the 28th of June. So they've been there helping out, man, trying to get these 12 essentially are kids, man. Get these kids out of there.
That's what I'm saying, man. Dude, that'd be traumatic because and until, like, if you couldn't get out and until, you know, that person or whoever showed up, like, to try to find you, you're like, you got to accept your fate. Like,
well, they've shown video of them, like they're all wrapped in those tinfoil blankets and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. But leading up to that, to somebody finding you, like, put yourself in that, like, you're in that cave, you realize you can't get out.
But then just seeing somebody else, dude, would probably bring your spirits up, saying, like,
oh yeah,
give you hope, like, hey, if he got in,
maybe we
can get out the way he came in. But yeah, there's already been one Thai Navy SEAL guy has died.
That is insane.
Yeah. Or actually, he was retired and just came out to help. But yeah, I was going to ask you if you were watching or reading on tracking that.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. Since we got off work Tuesday morning,
you've just been away from everything.
I've been vegging, man.
That's good, man.
I've been doing a lot of do a lot of stuff, like, around the house.
Yeah. Dude, since we've been off, I haven't done shit. Actually, been hanging out with Jaden. We went to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp. Dope. You know,
good?
Yeah, I love that stuff. You know, I'm a dork, man. I love all that Marvel shit.
I heard him in there screaming at his TV.
Yeah, he's his buddies. He's gaming. But yeah, we went and saw that, so that was good. But other than that, man, haven't been doing much. Just hanging out.
We had
How was your 4th of July, dude?
It was good.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything, man. We went and saw my dad.
Mm-hmm.
What did I do that day? I don't remember what I did that day.
Really?
Yeah. I got up. I just did some stuff around the house. Then me and my mom went and saw my dad.
Yeah.
And then I got back so that I could go to the fire station. And I went and sat out there. I got out there about 7, I guess, and sat out there till about midnight. Just in case, you know.
Yeah.
Because we had some people that were off with their families doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we didn't have any calls.
Which is good.
It's
always good.
There was very few fireworks going off out there, which I was surprised of. My hometown almost burnt down in Wyoming from fireworks.
From fireworks, right? Yeah. Every year. Every year we have this happen.
Yep. And then today we had a demonstration for a salesman from a company that were looking to buy self-contained breathing apparatus, the air packs.
Yeah.
He come down and did a demo, dude. Technology is everywhere, man.
It's even on those breathers, isn't it?
Dude, it's insane. Thermal imaging camera built into it.
Damn.
Yeah. So
are you firefighters or are you guys like
special
forces?
I'm wondering if I could take it pig hunting. Be sitting out there at night, because it's like
you could if we can pick up infrared.
Yeah, you have it's called an ICM, an individual control module, and it's got your analog. So, like, if all the electronics failed, you can still breathe. Everything's analog. So there's still a bell when you get low air, and then
it still goes old school, but you got some new tech on it.
The new technology on it does a bunch of stuff. It's got a heads-up display in the mask to show you how much air you have.
That is bad.
To show you any malfunctions.
I just pictured Iron Man.
Yeah,
you know that, because he sees all that shit while he's in the suit.
But yeah, so there's a little screen, and the ones that are fitted with a thermal imaging camera, the camera's on the end of that module. So you just hold the screen, and you can just, like, move it around, and it worked great. Man. He showed us, and we got to play around with it, so you could see.
So you're getting that for your fire department?
Yeah, we're 2 of the packs. We're getting 4 packs, but 2 of them will have that. So
that's dope,
at least one person that's in there will have the thermal imaging.
Yes.
And it's more like we have a handheld thermal imaging camera for, like, when we do what's called salvage and overhaul. So after it fires out on a structure, then we go in with that camera, and any hot spots that are in walls, and we start tearing this sheetrock down or whatever. And it helps us. So because the number one most embarrassing thing about being a fire department is if you got to get called back to a fire that you put out.
Oh yeah.
You know, so you know, you want to make sure that
it's out.
And so that, but the technology on the with the thermal imaging is more for it's like a safety thing.
Okay.
If there's anybody, well, if you're doing search and rescue in a house that's full of smoke, you know, back in the day, or how we were trained, or how I was trained, is like old school. Like you always go in with a tool, so you got like a pike pole or an axe.
Yeah.
And then like if you and I we're coming in the garage from the door, we'd be on our hands and knees, and I would keep my right hand on the wall, and then you would have your right hand on my left leg, and that makes our path wider to search around. So I'm on the wall.
I got you.
I'm on the wall to keep oriented to something, because we know that we can go back the way we came.
Yep.
Right. And then you're on me so that I know where you're at, and you know where I'm at. Yeah. You can be filling out here, and then we would go around the wall, right?
Yeah.
And because you can't see when there's a lot of smoke and stuff. So that's one method for search and rescue. But with that, you would still do the same type of thing, but you could get to the door and you could use that thermal imaging camera, and you could look, and you might spot somebody faster. Or if you get in a situation and
just giving you better eyes in the smoke.
Yeah, that's what it is. Or if you get in a situation where you're trying to egress the building, and you're like, "Whoa, I don't want to go that way. It's really hot because there's flames right there. So I need to figure out a different route to egress." So that's pretty cool. What else to have? It's got like lights on all over the pack, so that for situational awareness of everybody around you. So like if we went in a fire and your lights on your pack started going red, I would know that you're at 50% air. So now we need to, because if you've used 50% air to get where you are, it's going to take that much air to get back out. So then that's when we need to say, hey, and everybody breathes a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And then also it takes a kind of like a telemetry reading of how you breathe, how you're breathing. And then it figures out how much air you have and at what rate you're breathing. And it tells you like real life how much air you have based on what you're breathing. So pretty cool stuff, man.
That is slick, dude.
And it's all run off of one lithium-ion battery. It's rechargeable.
Lithium-ion, dude. It's the heat.
And they're expensive.
Yeah.
But man, I don't want to skimp on safety, dude.
Never, right? 100%. Always want safety to be first, paramount, and don't skimp on it, right? But
that's all I've been up to.
I'm glad you didn't do anything. You didn't have to go fight any fires for the 4th, then, man. That's good. That's good. Every year on the 4th, man, or anything dealing with fireworks, man, social media is funny. People do some dumb shit with fireworks, man. They do some dumb shit. Like, I saw one guy, I don't know, he was sitting on a couch, right? He caught his fucking pecker on fire, dude. His buddies were like, no, put it closer to your jug, light it. And he's like, okay. Well, I mean, I guess, man, alcohol and fireworks never
alcohol,
mix. Yeah. But like, you always see people do dumb shit. Then that other one, that guy, his name's Terry, and he was in a wheelchair.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that one. I think the guy that was filming it knew, because the guy was, I don't know, he might have had cerebral palsy or something like that. But he had one of those pumpkins to light.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's in his wheelchair and he can't light it. And then he lights it and then it starts going off. It's one of those.
Like a fountain?
Like a fountain type thing. And the guy's filming him. He's like, back up, Terry, back up, Terry. And he couldn't back up. The chair went back up, and that thing's just going off like right beside him, dude.
Is this Terry Gordon? He's in a wheelchair.
No.
Pretty old.
Yeah, he's gonna be in one, dude. No, well, dude, it's funny, man. And he just kept telling him, back up, Terry, back up, and he wouldn't back up because he wasn't moving fast enough. But
you know what, man? Like, I was lucky as a kid that I didn't get injured because for whatever reason, my parents thought it'd be a good idea to let me go out and play with fireworks. I did some dumb stuff, man. We had my neighbor, and he always hated it because my uncle, he'd take me and we'd buy a bunch of fireworks, and
Yeah.
then we'd come back and we'd light them off. We'd light a bunch off in the afternoon. Well, I looked over and I grabbed my uncle. I was like, dude, look. And my neighbor, he was old. He was like probably in his late 60s, early 70s, standing in the bed of his truck, and he's on his cordless phone.
Yeah.
Calling the cops.
Calling the cops on you.
I was like, man, what the hell? So his trailer house set like this,
Mhm.
and then my dad built a fence because his trailer house was actually on our property line a little bit.
Yeah.
So when my dad built the fence, he built it off so that like he could get underneath his
Sure,
move the skirting way, or the hot water heater door was on that side. So I was like, let's call the cops, huh? So I got a string of black cats, and I went in the garage and I was ruffling around in there. I found a coffee can.
Yeah.
And so classic, put them in there. It's loud. So I went over there between the fence and I slid the skirting aside.
And you put it under.
And I crawled under his trailer. And I set the coffee can in there, and I lit it. And then I come out and I slid that skirting, and then I took off and I ran down and I come around the back of our place and hopped the fence back in the yard and just hit out.
Like you did do it
under his house. He was pissed.
He's probably like, what the fuck?
What he knew, he had to know.
What if he had some like type of PTSD, dude? Like he was a war veteran.
That was rotten thing to do, man.
I know.
Don't call the cops on me.
Yeah, when you're playing fireworks.
Stupid.
Don't call the cops on Andy when he's playing fireworks, because he's gonna crawl underneath your house.
I think I've kind of adopted my dad's mentality on fireworks. That is horrible.
Right? It's gonna give you a bellyache too.
Yeah, probably. He goes, it's like just what if I just take money out and light it on fire?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
It's exactly what it is, man. But that's some people like to celebrate our independence that way. And some people coming back from the holidays aren't going to have all their fucking fingers or an eye or some shit or their junk. Yeah. There's always mishaps with fireworks, man.
It's sad to me, man. It's the kids
that get hurt from them.
Get hurt.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's horrible shit. I just went to my parents' house. Barbecued it up. I cooked fajitas. My mom did Mongolian barbecue. And I just ate too damn much. But I loved it. I ran it off, though, the next day.
Man, I caught my grill on fire.
You need to clean that joker.
I am going to do it in the morning.
Especially for the amount of money you paid for that grill.
I know.
I'd be taking care of that bad boy.
Well, I take care of it. I just, I haven't,
You have been?
I cleaned
Why
it.
did it start smoking? So you haven't been taking care of it.
Well, I didn't think, man. I guess
I'd probably take better care of my little $30 cheap ass grill.
Because I'd cooked a bunch of jalapeno poppers.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Well, it has like a
grease.
It has like a tray.
Like a trap,
it does.
Yeah.
It has a tray, right? Yeah. And then it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think what happened is like that little where the pellets fall in,
yeah,
and burn. Well, that ash, and I think what happened was the grease got into the ash,
and that's when it started.
And then that's what it got hot enough and it started burning that.
You were smoking ash. Hash.
Oh, the chicken turned out good.
I drew that.
You drew that?
No, I'm just kidding. Where the fuck is that? It looks pretty cool.
Not Texas.
No, definitely not the great state of Texas. So what else, man?
Oh, man. It's been kind of lazy.
I've been enjoying these days off,
dude. Totally worth.
I've been enjoying it.
Like, I went to bed when I should have been waking up to go to work this morning.
Isn't that weird?
You know what I mean? I was like,
did you read that article I sent you about sleep?
Yeah.
It's so scary, man, reading about how much we need good rest.
I think the biggest thing that is, it's, you know, especially us on mid shift, but I think people in general don't sleep enough. You know, we got so much going on, or whatever it may be, a commute or life or this and that, and you get in such a deficit.
Yeah. And you don't ever get that
but
back.
you don't get it back.
You don't get it back. People are like, I'm going to catch up on sleep. No fucking such thing.
Yeah.
There's no such thing.
But
You
I
just
know,
lost all
man,
that sleep.
like I can operate fairly decent when I'm tired, but like to be like peak or like I need 7 to 8 hours, man.
Yeah, I'm good anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, dude.
But
I'm good. Anything less than that, I'm still okay, but I just don't feel as energized. But I need
get
6
nutty
to 8.
too, man.
Yeah.
Like if you're up for a long period, I think what's the longest you've ever been up straight? I'm talking like 0 sleep.
0 sleep. When my trip from Diego back to here, what was that? What Diego trip was that? The 05 trip?
05?
Yeah, I probably went a good, I had to say almost 48 hours without sleep, dude. I was exhausted. When
44 is my longest.
When I came home, I collapsed. Like I was out, and I slept for almost like a whole day.
Yeah.
I had to stay awake. I mean, you know about that situation, but yeah, dude. When I didn't care. I just wanted to go home, wanted to sleep. I had to stay awake, and I did. But yeah, you're worthless. You don't think right. You don't function well.
When you get that tired, like it's weird because I've experienced this where you'll be doing something, and you're awake, but you kind of aren't there.
Yeah,
and I think that's your brain. Your brain is like notices that A, you're tired, but B, you're doing something. And it kind of goes into its own mode, and then because I remember this has happened to me a few times, where I kind of and I don't really remember much, but I was doing something. It was weird, and like, dude, you need sleep.
You need sleep, and you need to be on a normal sleep cycles, dude.
It's just garbage.
It is. It's horrible, but I kind of do things to try and combat it and help it, but I don't know how good that's going to do me. But there's certain days I feel tired still, even though I've gotten 6 to 8 hours rest.
Like in a perfect world, like if you're on mid shift, it's so hard because like, you get off of work on day shift and you stay up, you stay up for a while. You don't go home and go right to bed, but it's so hard to do that on day shift. Or on mid shift, like you get home from work.
Well, we're triggered to stay up because the sun's up, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's hard.
So it's hard to go to sleep.
But I've noticed like if I were to go to bed at so we got to be to work at midnight. So if I went to bed at 2 p.m. and slept till 10, I feel far better than if I come home and go right to bed and sleep till like from 9 to 5 and get up. And then, because by the time you get to work, I've already been up for 7 hours.
Yeah.
And then you spend 8 hours at work.
Yeah.
And for me, anyways, like if I didn't have anything to do and I could stay awake when I got home, that's what I would do, and I would sleep in the evening. But you can't do that if you got a family. That's what sucks, man.
Yeah.
For people that have families.
It becomes harder too, Andy, as you get older.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm telling you, dude.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like before, I used to be a champion, man. Like I'd work mids, get off work, meet up with Dossie, go play fucking 18 rounds of golf, even fucking bruising too, drinking some beer. Great, man. Come home and then go to sleep. I couldn't do that today, dude. I'd pass out on hole number 3. I'm serious, dude. Like it's something about like I'm off of work, I'm coming home, I take that shower, and I go to sleep, dude. And I think part of it too is like I'm forcing myself. I'm like, look, I've got to get that 6 hours, man, so I can be worth the shit the next day.
You know what I think would make a difference is if our shift hours would shift back 2 hours. If we worked 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., I think it would make a difference. Because some mornings you would get off and it would still be dark.
Oh, yeah.
And you come home at 6, and then you go to bed.
I wouldn't be able to. You know what happened? I would come home at 6, and I would take those kids to school because I want to. Yeah. But yeah, I could see that helping.
And then because then you get up in the afternoon. That was like my biggest thing, or kind of is my biggest thing. Like if I got something to do, I got to do it like right after work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if I could go home and sleep and then get up in the afternoon and go out, you know, I don't know.
You have to
it's tough, dude.
yeah, it's tough, and you have to make a routine, dude. You have to make a routine, dude. Like that. What I do is like when I get up, it's in the evening time, right? I get up. The first thing I do, man, is I chug a bunch of water. Then I go and either run or go work out, and then I eat later on in the day because I'm doing the whole delayed eating thing, which is working out great. But dude, just getting that routine, I think it's helped me a lot better. But like, I think it's starting to catch up, man, to where like my body's telling me like, dude, you don't belong working on mid shift.
Yeah.
But I'll keep trucking, dude.
Unfortunately, it's where the paycheck is.
Yeah, I'll keep trucking.
That's what I say. I'll work wherever the paycheck is.
But I think you can make it a little bit easier if you have that. If you have a constant routine, man.
Yeah.
Because
have you ever taken melatonin?
No.
Neither have I.
Is that supposed to help you because you're not getting any sun?
Well, I guess. Well, no.
What does melatonin do?
Melatonin is like the natural chemical that your body creates to help you go to sleep.
Oh no!
But they have it in supplement
it's a sleep aid.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never taken a sleep aid.
But it's a natural supplement.
I don't like taking anything.
Some people say, I don't know. I've never taken it.
Let's take some Ambien.
You know,
dude.
Courtney, that was Jets Troop. She worked at M1 for a while. She's up at Tinker now.
I don't think I knew her.
But what did she tell me? I can't remember chamomile tea. She's like when she had a hard time sleeping.
She'd take chamomile.
So I went and got some like chamomile tea. I guess it's supposed to be.
Did you
like
get slippers too,
naturally.
like pink slippers also,
and a robe,
and one of those little masks.
No. I went ahead and just did a cucumber mask.
Yeah,
like a face mask.
Get a butt plug as well.
No, I already had one.
But so you tried it.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't think it really necessarily helped me, but drinking a warm glass of tea was.
Have you ever tried just like drinking straight alcohol when you come home from work, dude? Turn to the bottle. That'll put you to sleep.
Probably more times than I'd like to admit.
I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Well,
that's not good.
I don't know. I guess I might be an anomaly. You know, a lot of people think they get like super wasted and they crash out and they sleep pass out. I sleep horrible.
Yeah.
After I've been drinking, horrible. I'll get
poison.
I'll get like 4 hours of sleep,
and
then
you got to get up to piss.
The hangover ensues, and I always thought that a hangover was dehydration, or I'd also heard that it's like the sugar or whatever. But it's actually your body trying to counteract how the alcohol is metabolized. And the byproduct is what you said, poison. It's a poison, and that's the feeling, the hangover feeling you have is your body trying to counteract all that shit you put in yourself.
But then there's things you can do to make yourself feel better after.
It tastes good, not this.
From the hangover, right? Go buy some Menudo. Or are those Wise Tales?
I'm pretty certain that Menudo is legit for a hangover.
I don't eat Menudo, dude.
You are crazy.
I don't know what it is. I don't like the way it tastes.
I'll tell you what it is.
I know what it is.
Stomach line.
Yeah. And that's not the part that you would think like, oh, stomach line, gross. No, dude, I just don't like the way it smells, man. And I'm not a big fan of hominy either.
Oh, see, I love hominy.
Yeah. What is that, like a retarded corn?
God, I don't even know what it is really.
Yeah, but like I'm not a big Menudo guy. I mean, if it was there and that was what there is to eat, I'll eat it.
And you want something gross, and like this is why, like if I get it, like it's got to be hot. Like I got to go somewhere and get it. I'll never take it home and have it for leftovers or anything like that. I got some from Alfredo's one time, and they put it in like a 32-ounce cup, right? Yeah. So I took it home. It was
about the blast Alfredo's, dude?
No, because it's great. Their Menudo's good. What I'm saying is I would never eat it left over. I would go get it. I would go get it fresh
and hot.
So I got a large, and I probably should have got a small. So I go home and I fill up a bowl and I eat it. It's great. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. So I'm like, I'll put the lid back on, shove it in the fridge, and I'll have some tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I go get it out of the fridge. I take the lid off, I have a bowl, and I'm not really paying attention. And I go like that, and it don't come out. And I'm like, and it won't come out. And so I get a butter knife, and I'm like, and it's like Jello.
Oh yeah.
And it was gross.
Yep.
But it was all the, I guess, all the fat or whatever
man,
off
collected
of the,
there, and it just
yeah, congealed in the fridge.
Yep, that was the word.
But I do enjoy a good bowl. In fact, I had some last weekend at Franco's.
At Franco's,
And it was
Franco's is
amazing.
good, man. Shout out to Franco's in San Angelo, delicious.
Dude, me and my
I
mom
love that place, man.
probably should own stock in that
You
restaurant.
should, dude. Aren't you glad I told you about that place? It's the best.
Dude, it took me forever too to go there.
Yep.
Forever. If you ever been in San Angelo, want some good, like, pretty good Mexican food,
Go to Franco's.
go to Franco's.
Check it out.
To dive, it's small. The tables are real close together.
Man, the food is
The food
excellent,
is
dude.
on point. On point. They got something for everybody.
Yep. They even have, I think they got like chicken nuggets and steak fingers, right? Don't they got any of that stuff? there? I don't know because I
they
don't
got
ever
like
get that
burgers
shit.
and sandwiches.
Because I always just get the quesadillas or the tacos. Or, you know, I'll get anything on there that's Mexican.
They're good,
Because
man.
it's good.
Sounds got far better restaurants than Abilene. Did you ever eat at Henry's? There?
I think I have.
That's decent. It's
Yeah.
not as good as Frank. Even my mom, it's funny because we were going there quite a bit when my dad first ended up at the hospital there.
Yeah.
And we were going to Henry's. And then she goes, "What's that one place we went last time?" And I was like, "Oh, Franco's." She goes, "Yeah, let's go there." So then the other night she wanted to go by Henry's because we were close to it.
Yeah.
So I took her there and she got some food. And we're eating and she goes,
Should have went to Franco's, son.
"It's just not as good as Franco's."
Oh, yes.
It was funny
She's a fan.
because when my uncle came down from, he lives in Seattle. It's my dad's younger brother.
Mhm.
He lives in the Seattle area, and he was like, he goes tomorrow. He goes, "You need to find the best Tex-Mex restaurant, and we need to go there." He's like, "All right." So I texted you.
Yep.
I texted Juan, and then I have a friend that lives in San Angelo. She said Franco's. You said Franco's. Juan said Franco's.
Because we know, son.
All three.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember you told me about it. I couldn't remember the name.
It's good.
And I was like, well, I'm going to get 3 opinions here. And everybody said Franco's.
You know how I judge Mexican restaurants?
So
By their rice, dude. Maybe it's the Asian in me too. But I love their Spanish rice.
Your grandma made some badass.
Yeah, she
You
did.
had like that's like the standard.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I actually clowned my dad on the 4th and I asked him, I was like, hey man, I said, how come you don't ever cook rice like grandma did or make that apple pie she used to make, right? And all he says is like, yeah, man, that was good. And then I could tell he was starting to miss his mom. I mean, I miss her too. But yeah.
Well, I don't
judge by
know
the
for
rice.
him, you know, like, and I applaud you for cooking your mom's food, like the stuff that your mom does. And I can't do that.
Try to duplicate it, dude.
I can't do it because
they're not going to be around forever.
Well, I know, and I know how to make a lot of her things, but
yeah, there's something about it, man.
Dude, to me, it doesn't taste right.
It doesn't taste the same.
And I guess maybe I don't have enough experience to do it, but I don't know about your mom. My mom does not measure a thing. Nothing.
My mom's the same way.
She makes tortillas.
She freestyles it, dude.
When she makes homemade tortillas, she don't measure anything. I'm like, how do you? And they
know.
And they come out like
perfect, right? I think it's also just knowing that it's their touch, man. It's something about the way
it's home, it's comfort.
Home, yeah, and it's they have a love for it, and then you end up liking that. I mean, yeah, dude.
Another pet peeve: I can't stand a not round tortilla.
But what if it tastes good though, dude?
No,
really.
I went to like Stripes to get some burritos one time, and I was watching.
What the fuck are you doing eating gas station burritos, dude?
They make them right there. Are
you talking about like fresh ones or like the fried burritos?
No. The ones like chorizo and egg and sausage.
Fuck that. It's coming from a gas station, dude.
They're pretty good.
You're asking for diarrhea.
They're not the fried ones, dude.
The fried ones are where I'd go, son.
Like,
I don't eat those.
So I'm watching, like, I make my
Before
order,
I
and I'm watching. She had to like cook the tortillas because they were out and a little warmer. And she must have been new, man. I don't know. I can't make a perfect one, but I judge them.
Yeah,
absolutely. The thing was like a square, dude. She like rolls it out like this, rolls it back, turned it, rolled it out, and rolled it back.
Oh,
it was
you
like
made SpongeBob
square. Yeah.
I can't. There's a pet peeve of mine with burritos when people can't wrap them right. I don't like. I saw one person like kind of fold one end and then like the other end was open. That bothers me. I have to have like it closed. It's a burrito, dude. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I know. Exactly,
yeah. I can't stand it.
My
like,
mom's the same way.
Here's a burrito. That's not a burrito. That end's opened up. You need to like close both ends, then fold.
Yeah.
You know, there's a technique to
That's
it.
a taco.
Dude. Yeah, or a retarded taco. I don't know what you just gave me. But yeah,
dude,
man.
When I went to visit Nick last time, he took me to this place, this hole in the wall place in Longmont, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember the name of it, but they only cooked two things: hot dogs and like street tacos, like carne asada street tacos. That's it. That's it. And on that, but it's not just a regular hot dog. Okay. He got the hot dogs. I got the street tacos. And dude, they were like, she'd put a little oil on the grill.
Yeah.
Threw the corn tortillas on there.
Yes.
Had fried them up. Threw the meat on there. And then they had like this little deal that had all the different like jalapenos, pico, and onions, and all different kinds of salsas and everything. And so they pretty much just throw it in a styrofoam container, give it to you, and then you go get what you want, and then tear them up. And the hot dogs, man, they put like grilled onions and like beans and cheese.
Wow.
And, like you get this hot dog, like one's plenty, dude.
But
like,
it's loaded.
Plenty, but it's loaded. And oh my goodness, man, it's like.
You know, I can't stand about hot dogs, dude. It's sort of like a chili dog, essentially, kind of, right?
Yeah,
when the bread gets all soggy. Ugh.
But he was telling me that place is only open certain days a week. They do so much business that they only have to be open like 3 days a week.
Kind of like that brisket place in Austin, right?
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? He's like world famous. Like there's lines because they're only open for certain times.
Name.
Might have to use the old Google on that one, dude. But you know what I'm talking about in Austin? I want to go there and eat there, dude. I want to eat that brisket that they make. I think they smoke sausages there too, man. All sorts of meats.
Let's see, Austin.
Meats. Did you find it, dude? World famous.
Dude, don't type that in. Austin barbecue famous. Like 15 different restaurants.
Franklin's, son.
Okay, so that was on there.
Yeah, it was Franklin's, dude. Yeah, they say like his is the bomb, dude. So you gotta check that out. Hey, did you see the new sports that were going to be added to the Olympics in 2020, dude? I wrote them down.
No, or MMA?
Close.
MMA?
Karate. I thought it was already in there, but I guess that it wasn't because it's like karate's not in there.
Really?
But it got karate, baseball, and softball.
Really?
So you just can see a bunch of guys that are fucking heavy set guys that drink beer, right? Playing softball.
I'm gonna be on the softball team, dude.
Surfing.
Catcher. And
then that I guess climbing, and then dude, skateboarding.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I'm very excited about the new games for the Olympics. That's in 2020, man. But the softball thing, yeah, like how are these people going to look? Like, are they going to look like athletes, dude? Or are they just going to be like, this is our church team, and we made it to the Olympics. We drink beer, too.
And some of those teams are badass, man. Like those,
but I don't know. Baseball, dude.
You know, I was
in the Olympics.
I was watching the other day. My dad had, I don't know if he was on ESPN or what. They had like college cornhole teams.
That dumb game where
with the beanbag
in the holes in the beanbags.
And it got right down competitive.
That shit was on ESPN.
Serious, dude. college teams.
So stupid. I don't know. I played a game or two of that, but I don't know. I lose interest in that after a while.
Or washers.
Washers, yeah, I played washers. I don't know.
Horseshoes? Did you play horseshoes?
Yeah, I didn't like that. Just play some fucking darts or pool, dude. Why do people have to make all these different stupid games?
I like darts, man.
Yeah, darts is fun as shit. But like, yeah, that cornhole.
Pool's all right, but it seems like, I don't know, man. Like, some people take that shit too serious.
Yeah, they do.
And I don't have fun when I'm doing that. because
it's not fun when a person runs a table on you too. That sucks.
Yeah.
You just stand there like
'cause I'm gonna hit
idiot, hold your
whatever
stick.
ball I want to hit. Foosball's fun. Did you like foosball?
Yes,
I
dude.
enjoyed
And
foosball.
ping pong.
Yeah.
I'll play the shit out of some ping pong.
Were you fucking Forrest Gump, dude?
Dude, I actually can play left or right-handed. I'd sprained my right hand real bad skateboarding, and this was at the youth center. And they didn't open the ramp up until 10, but the youth center was open at 9. So I'd go to the youth center at 9 o'clock, and the ramp's not open yet. Right hand was busted. I would play ping pong sometime. So then I just started with my left, and like I actually got really good with my left hand, dude.
You're like hustling on the side?
So sometimes I'd joke around with people, and I would play a person with my left hand, and the games would be tight, close, right? Sometimes I'd even lose, but it'd be close. Then I'd switch hands, dude, and then just smoke those motherfuckers, dude. And plus, I'm Asian, dude. You know Asians in ping pong, dude. Yep. But yeah, I'm pretty decent at ping pong, man. I haven't played in a while, but I'm sure if I tried again, I'd pick it back up.
So the other night when I went out to the fire station, I drove by. See if I still got the pictures. Yep. Now this doesn't mean anything to you, but this picture, that's a culvert right there, a big cement culvert, right?
Okay.
Do you remember when Robert wrecked his truck?
Oh, is that where he was?
My house?
Is that where Robert killed his truck?
Like, imagine the driver's side of his truck sitting like level with that cement right there.
You need to post that picture up on the Red Ball page so people could see. That's where Robert killed it. That was a cool little truck too, man. He had it for like a whole 2 days. So wasn't Lou with him when he flipped it?
So the funny part is I had went into Abilene that day and it was really icy because I had to turn my clinical book in for paramedic school.
Yeah.
And I'm getting gas at Sam's Club and my phone rings and it's Robert. He's like, "Hey man," he's like, I wrecked my truck or whatever. And I was like, "Are you okay?" He's like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, we're okay. And he's like, I was like, "Where at?" And he goes, "You know where?" And I was like, "No, where?" He's like, "You know that curve?" And there's that. I was like, "Oh yeah, I know where." I was like, "All right, man, I'm on my way." So I wanted to ask him something. I wanted to ask him if it was drivable.
Yeah.
And I tried calling his phone, but he didn't answer. And so I tried calling Lou's phone. Lou didn't answer. So I just sent Lou a text and I said, "Is it drivable?" And Lou goes, "All tires are aired up and it's not leaking any fluids." And I'm like, cool. So I'm imagining they went straight off.
Yeah.
And no big deal. Tow strap I can hook on and pull him out, right? So as I'm pulling up, and this is way back in there, on a county road, dirt road, and it's all iced up. And as I pull up, like I see in the distance, I see red and blue lights. I pull up and there's a sheriff's deputy patrol car there.
Yeah.
And Robert just standing in the middle of the road, and he didn't go straight off. Like,
tried to fight it, son.
Truck, yeah, he tried to turn.
Yeah.
He turned his wheels, but his truck wasn't, and he was going just so slow, and it just slid off and was standing upright on the driver's side,
on its side.
And I just die laughing, dude. I'm crying, tears, just tears.
So, like, think about how him and Lou had to get out. Like, they had to climb on each other.
Yeah, well, Lou, I think Lou was like hanging from the seatbelt. So,
I think he spilled like his coffee on him.
But so I get out, but Lou was right. Like, the tires had air and it wasn't leaking any fluids. Is it drivable? No, it's not drivable.
That's funny, dude.
So I sent those pictures to Lou and Robert on the 4th. And I was like, I didn't say nothing. I just sent the pictures.
Did he reply
and
back?
Then, oh, yeah. Like, Lou replied with a gif of Carrie Underwood singing Jesus Take the Wheel. And then Robert replied with this semi slowly going over a cliff.
No, dude, like, you guys left it there, and then, like, didn't somebody else, like,
do
the same shit, hit his
So we had to wait for a state trooper to show up.
Yeah.
Right? And it was
pronounced the vehicle dead. Is that why the state trooper showed up?
Well, because like the state troopers, they investigate all car accidents.
Yeah.
On Texas highway or Texas roads, really, unless you're in a city, right? So we're waiting for him, and like he's got to drive way back in there, and he's in a Charger, Dodge Charger, rear wheel drive car,
wow.
And it's slick, And he pulls up and he rolls his window down. He's like, really? Really, they call? He goes, I'm out of here. He goes, he gives us some information. He goes, he's got to wait for a record's been called. He's got to wait for it, but there's a lot of accidents. Like, he was mad that they pulled him away from the highways to come back on these, like, way out in the middle of nowhere. It's pretty obvious what happened.
Yeah. What if he's like, how to shoot you sons of bitches?
Yeah, right. And so he leaves, and we're like, well, there's nothing we can do today. So we go out to the house, and we go the next morning because I called a wrecker out of Winters to come and pick it up. And we're driving out there to go meet him on the highway to bring him in.
Bring him back over there.
And we drive. He's like, Roger, what the hell? And we got out, and sure enough, somebody coming from the other direction was going to do the same thing he was going to do, but his truck was there, and they kind of went boop and bounced off like a bumper, like bumper cars, dude. And his truck hitting his truck put them back on the.
He saved some people, dude.
Yeah.
Way to go, Robert. Way to sacrifice your truck.
So then the wrecker gets there, and 3 guys get on there. They're all Mexican. They don't speak English. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if Lou was going to go like try to like talk to him or whatever.
Or get a job.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So he goes over there and he starts talking to him, and the guy's like, no habla, senor, no habla. You know, like.
Doesn't Lou speak Spanish?
Evidently not.
I think Lou
so
does.
Lou turns around to like come back. You can tell he's kind of frustrated with it. Comes back and he slips, dude, and his like legs come out, and he just eats shit on the ice, right? And those guys start laughing at him. He's like, but you outlawed that shit, didn't you? He's all butthurt because they laughed at him. It was never a dull moment, dude. So then they hauled his truck out of there. He ended up making money on that deal.
He did make money off that gig, dude.
Yeah. Crazy, dude. Stupid. It's funny.
Oh, what else, Andy?
I don't know, man.
We didn't have a guest this week.
No?
It's fine. I mean, I kind of wanted to. I mean, I didn't really book anybody because I thought because of the holiday, not the holiday, but the 4th and everything. So,
yeah.
Just wanted this episode
Just
meeting.
Get on and just chill.
Yeah. Talk about whatever. You gonna come watch that fight tomorrow, son?
I'm surely gonna try.
It's gonna be a good one, dude. The co-main event got canceled. It was gonna be Max Holloway and Brian Ortega.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I guess Holloway, he was talking kind of loopy and like he was just kind of not with it, and they think he's concussed, man, probably from training or something. Yeah, and then also cutting weight. Also messed with.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. So like he had to get rushed to the hospital a couple of times before the weigh-ins, and they just went ahead and just X-nayed the fight, which I was really upset about because I was looking forward to that one. But it'll happen.
Is this the one in Boise?
No, they're in Vegas.
They're in Vegas.
They're in Vegas. But it was for 145, the 145ers.
This isn't Cat Zingano's not fighting in this one.
No.
When is that fight?
That's coming up. Probably the next UFC.
Is it?
Yeah. But
she's looking good.
With the other one, it's dude, Cat Zingano is a hottie, man. She is a hottie, dude. I'd let her leg kick me. Probably throw up. I'd probably drop from the pain, pass out like a bitch.
This is not smart, but go ahead because you're hot.
No, but the other card that I wanted to watch was it's kind of a super fight, dude. It's Cormier is gonna fight Stipe Miocic, which is cool, man, because
who think's gonna win that one?
Cormier. I think Cormier is gonna win, dude, because a lot of people forget that Cormier used to fight as a heavyweight. I think Cormier is gonna win. I think the guy's only kryptonite is John Jones. Honestly,
he's an animal, dude.
But don't count Stipe. You can't ever with that sport, dude. You can't ever count anybody out, dude. It's like one of those sports. Like if you're gonna bet on somebody, you better know your shit. And then again, even if you know your shit, anything can happen, dude.
Dude, send me the link to the contest on DraftKings that you do.
Oh yes, I already did my picks. Get on there now and do your picks.
Can I?
Yeah. Yeah, get on there now, or not now, but like whenever. But do your picks before tomorrow, and then, dude, because I've been winning, son. Like I have some money in there, and I'm like, cool. I'm just gonna bet a little.
That's how we got this cool podcast table.
Through DraftKings.
Through winnings. You made enough money to buy pallets.
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm gonna watch that tomorrow, man. I'm excited for that because this week is International Fight Week. Because I think tonight, like right now, that Ultimate Fighter finale is going on.
So the winner of that, they get a contract in the UFC.
There's
right?
like 2 weight divisions that are fighting tonight, and those 2 people from those weight divisions,
What
if
are
they
they?
win, the 145 and 155 division. If they win their fights, man, they get six-figure contract.
So is that featherweight and lightweight, or strawweight and featherweight?
Featherweight and lightweight.
Featherweight and lightweight.
Yeah. So that's gonna be good tomorrow, dude.
So I started watching, and I guess this show's old. And Aaron gave me a ride in this morning to get my car, and he was giving me another show yet to watch because remember I was telling you about that one yesterday, The Selection. I texted you.
Yeah. Is it on Hulu?
Well, I don't know where else you can get it. You might be able to get it off of Sling because it's a History Channel.
Oh yeah, then I can definitely watch it. Yep.
But I think it was filmed back in 2016, so it's a couple years old.
Still fairly
Dude,
recent. Yeah.
okay, so they take like 30 people off the street, and I'm still not done with it. Take 30 people off the street, no military background.
No prior service at all.
And the instructors of this course, I guess this is something that I get the idea this is something that you can just go do.
Okay.
Like if you want. I don't know why anybody would want to put themselves through that, and it's a mixture of Navy SEALs, Rangers, and Green Berets, who are the instructor cadre. And they put these people through everything
Kinda
that
like
they would
their
go
boot
through,
camp.
like what they would go through in BUDS, not boot camp,
Yeah.
what they would go through in BUDS
Okay.
or Green Beret training
yep.
or Ranger school. And
see if they make it through.
And
Is there money at the end?
no, there's nothing. They gain nothing from doing this
Other than saying they completed it.
their experience. And you know, it's about finding and as you go through, you learn more about the people.
Yeah.
They take them in like this interrogation room and ask them questions and stuff. So you learn about the people and what their lives are about.
The selection.
Dude,
huh?
it's super cool.
Check this out.
But they tell them this straight up. They're like, this is what the one guy was like. He goes, hell's a fictional place. This is real. This is worse than hell. Like you're living it right now. And he goes, it's just going to get worse. And they just constantly fuck
How
with them.
old are these people that are there?
They're anywhere from, I would say, probably early 20s. The oldest guy is 45.
Oh, okay.
There's females. I mean, they come from all different walks of life.
How much of it have you watched?
I'm like 5 episodes.
Are you noticing that the older people are hanging a little bit better than the younger people?
Or
is it
somewhat.
vice versa?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Somewhat. It's kind of mixed, man.
Yeah.
There's like a dude and a girl they're engaged,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was like 2 twin sisters, and it's crazy, man. But they just, it's
Write that down.
check it out. It's pretty cool. But anyways, Aaron was telling me about a show called Alone. It's Alone.
Uh-huh.
And they, anyways, so going back to the selection, they can quit whenever. They have a patch on their shirt. They just got to pull the patch off and say,
quit.
And dude, some of the stuff that people quit for, I'm like, come on, man.
Maybe some of the stuff leading to that made them break, dude.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but I guess I thought back to now, of course, Air Force basic training, probably compared to the other branches, isn't as difficult, maybe, but I don't care what you say. It's not easy for anybody. I don't think,
Mm-hmm.
Like, was basic training easy for you?
I didn't like it.
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You might, you got through it, I got through it, but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff that we did, it wasn't easy because you may do everything right, and then they just screw it up so you can do it again.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I think about, like, there were things that didn't bother me that bothered other people.
Mm-hmm.
And there were things that bothered other people, or that did bother other people that bothered me.
Everybody has that
So
thing that can break them and bother them. Yeah. So maybe that's probably what it was.
But yeah, but so people can like quit whenever. You know, it's like I think Navy SEALs they go ring that bell when they're done. Ring the bell so everybody knows you suck.
Yep. They're having a hard time trying to find people to go through.
Yeah.
They're actually talking about taking older people.
I don't doubt it.
Yep.
I don't doubt it.
But those older people have to be freaking in phenomenal shape, dude. Did I read that off to you, the stuff that they have to do? I was reading an article about that.
Oh, yeah, you told me, yeah. Like the swim.
Swim.
The pull-ups.
Yeah. I forgot the distance on the swim. 500 yards? 500. Is it 500 yards?
500 yards or 500 meters?
500 yards, I think. Swim 500 yards in under 8 minutes. Is that possible?
I don't know. Well, obviously.
Yeah. And of course, it was the pull-ups, the push-ups. Everything was in the hundreds, you know. That then they would maybe even consider putting you through if you could pass that.
Yeah.
You know, but that was one of the biggest physical things that an older person would have to be able to do to even be considered. You're not even just because you could do that doesn't mean you can make it in. You know, so there's other things they're looking for too, man. Like they're wanting, of course, like everything, they want a highly educated person, man. People that speak multiple languages because they go to different countries, you know. So, yeah.
But I mean, if you think about it, and like I guess I never really got the point of, you know, like we talk about like special forces operators or spec ops operators, and like they go through some pretty hellish training. You know what I mean? And I guess at the end of the day, they want to see exactly what your breaking point is. You know what I mean? Because you need to be able to. You need to be able to
operate under high stress conditions.
Under chaos.
Yeah.
Like under chaos.
Yep.
You know? And I don't know. You should watch it though. It's pretty cool.
I'll watch it.
Like it's probably gonna be one of those things where you start watching it and you're just like. But I guess alone is they take people out and they put them somewhere different areas by themselves.
Yeah.
And they got to survive, and then you survive out there
by yourself
until the last like you can quit whenever, but they come get you like if we went out and you would just have to keep surviving and keep living until you were the last one or you quit.
Oh, so there's a group. You're going in a group.
But you're not together.
Oh, I got you.
You're in different areas. Nobody knows about, from what I understand. I don't know. I'm going to check it out.
I'm going to have to check that out.
That'd be crazy. It's like
you're able to keep your clothes and stuff like that.
I don't know.
Because like Naked Afraid, I don't think I can do Naked Afraid.
You're like, when is this gonna end?
Yep. I need some clothes, dude. If I didn't have it, of course I would survive. But like, I would try to survive. But yeah, I gotta have some type of clothing, man. Because that's also like it also protects you, man, from the bugs.
Dude, that's what would drive me up the wall.
What, being naked out there?
Well, no, bugs.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
being naked, but...
Bugs. Not having a place to lay down and take a nap. Take a little snoozer, dude. Being afraid of snakes, like you said, dude. Oh, God. I hate snakes. But if I encountered a snake and I was hungry, I would man the fuck up.
Yeah.
Kill it and eat it.
We actually have somebody we used to work with, a friend and a fan of our podcast that was on Naked and Afraid this year.
Yep. Old Teal.
Shout out to Teal Both Eyes. And I don't even know what episode she was on, but
it's on Discovery. I haven't seen it yet.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that she did that.
That is pretty cool.
I don't know, man. Like, and I used to like, I guess maybe. Well, I mean, I never had to do any. I've never had to be in a survival situation.
Yeah.
I always like, you know, I camped and I did a lot of backpacking when I was a kid. So you're kind of, I wouldn't really say in a survival situation, but you're self-sufficient, you know, like, and I always felt that like.
But you always brought something with you.
But yeah, you were prepared. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I would like to think that. Okay, so she was on season 9, episode 9.
Okay.
And she's a active duty Air Force master sergeant.
She's a former B1 crew chief.
Former B1 crew chief, and she was on season 9, episode 9 of Naked and Afraid. So check it out, and you can get her on Instagram, Facebook as well. So but I've never had to be like in that situation. Like I've never gotten lost or like a plane crash. Dude, one of my favorite books I ever read when I was a kid was called Hatchet. I think the author was Gary Polson, but it talks about this guy or this kid is going. His mom drops him off at this airport. I think like in Alaska or Canada. Yeah. And he's flying to go meet his dad. Like his parents are separated.
And the plane crashes.
And the pilot has a heart attack.
Oh, he's like plane, on a, was he on a,
just like a little puddle jumper.
Yeah, okay.
And the airplane crashes into a lake. And then he had a hatchet. Like I think his mom gave him the hatchet before he got on the plane. And then like
you can't do that these days. That's considered terrorist act.
Right. And he has to survive. And it's it's a pretty good book.
Hatchet. I bet the hatchet came in handy.
Oh yeah. But there's a point like he's got to go out to the airplane and get stuff from the airplane, and then like the dead body's floating right there.
Wow.
But it was a good book. But everything that we did, we had.
Yeah, you were prepped. You're prepared.
You had stuff for fire.
Yeah.
You had, we had food.
I'd be on that show.
We caught a lot of fish.
If I was on that show, they'd drop me off, and I'd be like, "Hey, I'm done, dude. Dude, it hasn't even been 10 minutes. I'm done. Come on back, guys. This guy sucks."
Not me, dude. I'd be like, woohoo! Running around. No, I got mad props for the people that do that.
Oh yeah, dude. Because like everybody now, I think have become big pussies, dude. We're so we love convenience, man.
Oh yeah,
It's there. A store right down the road.
Yep, stores. Phones.
You know what's frightening, dude, is if you don't have light. Like when I was in Diego, man, and we were messing around out in the jungle out there, and it was dark, dude. It was scary, man. Like it's you can't see your hand in front of your face, dark. So yeah, like having light is another big thing, dude. Man,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alone.
We take a lot of things for granted, man. A lot of things,
dude. Our vehicles, our clothes. I mean, just these.
What's that? I don't know though. I don't think not having a phone would bother me. Like my point being, like if I don't know, if something happened and cell service just fell off tomorrow, I didn't know what was wrong with it and couldn't fix it, I don't think I would be I guess where it's really convenient for me is it's like my personal computer. It's like I don't like my laptop. Like I do all my banking, I do everything, and because it's convenient, it's right there in my hand, in my pocket. I can do it anywhere.
Yes.
I don't have to come home and
get on the computer.
Which brings me to my other
pet peeve.
Huge pet peeve: people that still write fucking checks in this world.
Oh yeah.
Do you write checks?
To pay some bills at the house, but I'm not going to go to the grocery store and have everybody in line wait for me. You know what I'm saying? Certain things we pay with check, but like that bothers me too at the
there's like a line full of people
and somebody's all, let me get the old checkbook out. Fucking for reals, dude. You
at least my mom
tempted to swipe for him. Get out of here, you son of a bitch.
At least my mom pays with a checkbook.
Yeah,
but she's filling the check out while she's waiting in line.
Good lady.
So when they scan her stuff, she just drops a total in and tears the check out.
There you go. Yeah. That's how I used to operate when I did use checks, man. Like I would go, I knew I was going to the store, right? Like let's say I was going to Albertsons, a grocery store. I'd fill out what you need to, except for the total, and then once I get there and she gives me a total, write it in, boom, I'm done. I'm not that person's like,
dude, when I got my checking account, man, that thing was awesome, man. I just checks, dude. And then I thought that was the money, dude. Just keep going, man. I ran out of checks.
I'm out of money for now.
And then I got all these notices in the mail and like warrants out for my arrest.
Dude, you joke, but some people think that's how it fucking works,
they do.
Man. I'm like, oh, look at how much money I got a whole bunch of checks that came in the mail.
Mark Smith had I think it was a troop or one of his troops at Castle that his wife
thought
that's how it worked.
Yeah. No.
Didn't have money in the account. She's writing odd checks because she's like,
these are made of rubber.
Yeah, I got plenty of checks. Jeez. I got plenty of money.
Yep. Nope,
crazy.
That's not how it works. Or those dummies that like get a little check thing from a bank and they start using it, and the minute they use it, they didn't realize that they signed up for that credit card.
Yeah.
And that's a trick and a half right there. Yep. That is a trick.
Yeah, you got to pay attention to that stuff. But I think that would be the only thing that would would affect me, is not being able to
do those things.
Because everything I do is digital.
Yeah.
Man.
That's the thing too. That's another convenience that we got.
But
Going digital, man.
Social media, all that I do away with. Other than that, I don't really play games on my phone.
I've seen you play Little Andy every once in a while.
I play that. Yeah, I play Two Blast.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about. There's some people that like game hardcore on that phone, dude. I just got like dumb, like a game that'll pass the time, like that Jewel game, dude.
Like when you're on the shitter.
Like or something like that. Like Jewel game, or like it's kind of like a Little Andy game, something like that. But I'm like, I see some people play these games where they've got to they're making a fortress, and they're like, they have a garden around it, and they're building up an army. I'm like, how the fuck do you play that? No, I can't do that.
I can't either.
Games like that to me seem like they should be played on a computer or a console.
I'm retarded when it comes to those kind of games.
Dude, it's too much. But how about that one game I did show you, Sniper?
That's pretty
fun. That Hitman Sniper? That is fun. I uninstalled it because it's too fun. I uninstalled it. So you gonna get that Chromebook, son, or what?
Yeah, sometime. I had a lot of outgoing this paycheck.
Me too. Me too.
So I'll probably wait. Probably next paycheck.
Chromebooks are taking over.
I showed my mom, and because she's been talking about wanting a new laptop or whatever, and she plays games online, like casino games or whatever. And I was like, as long as it's got a website, because she was worried, like, if I'm gonna be able to play my games. I was like, yeah, it's like Google Chrome. You use it on your laptop here. I was like, and she goes, well, how big is it?
Now it has the Android store, dude. She can grab any game.
Yeah, well, that's what I told her too. So, and so I told her, I said, well, I'm gonna get one, and then I'll let you mess around with it. And if you like it, I'll just buy it.
She's gonna fall in love, especially with how quick it is, how long the battery life is.
And then when she gets done messing with it, then I'm gonna give it to our treasurer at the fire department and let her play around with it. And if she likes it, then that's what we're gonna buy for the fire department. Because, dude, we have that same Windows laptop, but an older version,
and it's slow as shit.
And dude, like everybody, like, well, there's only 2 other people that use it. Like her, well, she uses it, and then I use it. But I just use it because we have a projector, so we have our meetings, like training or like our business meeting. I put our agenda up and our income, like our financial report, and everything, so that everybody can see it. Well, she's trying to use it. It blue screens of death on her, And then the secretary, she was teaching a class, and it just like it would not work.
No, dude.
And they're like, "Oh, I hate that computer. We need a new computer."
You get them a Chromebook, dude. They're gonna love it.
Yeah,
they're taking over, man. I read another article about it. I mean, and you can go from one spectrum to the other. You can go, bare bones, still great, or you can go fucking crazy expensive Chromebook, which I wouldn't recommend.
The one that
go somewhere middle of the road.
The one that I'm gonna get, that one that Nick told me, I'm gonna buy it.
Is it an Ace? Is it the Asus one?
Acer.
Acer, yeah, that's a good one too.
And I think it's like $299.
Yeah.
Or you can get it certified refurbished for $218.
Yeah, the Chromebooks are good, man. No, they're awesome. They're fast. It's got that. Everything's solid state, so there's no fan in there. It's thin, and it just runs fast, man. And it's instant. Yeah. It's very similar to a freaking phone.
Yeah,
that's what I love about it, man. But then you got that keyboard.
And it's got the one that I'm looking at. It's got it's 32 gig. It's got Bluetooth.
I don't know what this one is.
It folds over. The screen folds over, so then it's a tablet.
Oh, that's tight. I wish mine was like that. This one's a 4 gig, 16 gigabyte of storage.
Yeah.
Yep. Remember, don't mess around and get that shit at plug. It's 2 gig. Don't do that. Get one that's 4 or better.
Yeah, that's what that one is. Yep. I'm excited, because I use Google a lot, man. Like
you'll love it, dude.
I got all my email accounts are through Google.
I mean, I made my dad changed over. Like, he won't ever go back to Windows.
Windows is junk, man.
Yeah.
Although I will say, like, our secretary in the fire department, she's got a Surface.
Yeah.
And but I think the deal with that is is like Windows 10 was designed for like it's tablet. It's like you're trying. It's apps and all that, and on her tablet, like it works great.
Yeah,
but I don't know what it is, man.
Windows is good too. Like whenever, like for gaming, certain things for gaming is okay. But yeah, if it's like you're just taking care of bills, you occasionally want to watch a YouTube video or Pornhub, you want to stream, Netflix or whatever, any of that stuff, dude. I'm telling you, a Chromebook is where it's at. Especially if all you do is like online banking and stuff like that. It's the way to go. If you do that shit on your phone, you'll love doing it on a Chromebook, man.
And I think what's cool is you won't even have to use your phone as a hotspot, like if you wanted to stream, because you can Bluetooth.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm sure you can Bluetooth video.
Yep. Yeah, there's all sorts of shit you can do with it, man.
I don't know. I'm gonna get one. I gotta get a bow too, man.
I think I'm gonna get one for my birthday.
When's your birthday?
In August. So next month, I'm going to get that bow.
You're going to be 48, 49? What? What, dude?
43.
43.
43 years young.
43. You're 8 years older than me.
Yeah. And that's the other reason why it's called the Johnny and Andy Show, because I'm the elder.
You're so stupid.
I wonder if that's an honest question that Ivan was asking. Or he's just fucking around.
No, I can see it being honest.
Yeah, because we do got some friends that are trolls, pretty funny guys. Yeah, I think
you know what I've heard from lately is old Thomas Munoz.
I think he's on vacay, dude. I think he's on vacation, man.
Yeah, that's right. He hadn't had nothing smart ass to say.
I tried to get Dossie to come on today.
Did you?
Yeah, he's like, I don't find somebody more interesting. I told him, dude. Yes, I told him. He's not giving himself enough credit, because you know how we've talked last podcast. We talked about having doing different jobs, being well-rounded, and then I told him, I was like, dude, you got to think about some of the things you did. Like when 9/11 happened and everybody was deployed, we had a shortage of SPs. He was an SP augmentee for a minute. He was doing that.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
See, and then of course the whole junior varsity thing, MTF.
Yeah.
He did that for a little while.
I just remember like
dorm manager
on mids.
Yeah.
Like he'd come pick you up in the hydro truck, and then like I'd be out there left to do the
well,
pre-flight
that's because I did the pre-flight already.
Oh,
it was already done.
Oh, it was just training, right?
Yeah, you're just going out there just to follow me up, see if you can find anything. But yeah, he wasn't giving himself enough credit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's done a lot.
Yeah, I told him, dude, think about it. So eventually we might get him to come on.
Work on him.
Yeah,
he's another one that's got a great beard.
Yeah, he's got a nice beard, dude. Mine, I keep shaving it off and on. I think, though, I'm going to let it go for a little bit again.
Mine looks like a ball sack on my chin.
I'm going to let that thing go gnarly.
Are you?
Yeah. Like it was like last winter. I looked straight Al-Qaeda, dude. So I'm going to let it go.
All right, man. Anything else?
I'm good, dude.
Good.
Look, I painted that picture before you came over. Just kidding, I didn't paint that either.
Wow.
Where is that?
It's like a neighborhood or something.
That shit looks delicious.
I'm hungry.
All right, man. We'll wrap this one up, dude.
Toucan Creations for all your monogramming type needs.
Yep.
Cups, decals, logos. I think they're getting into shirts, so hit them up on Facebook. And like, subscribe, share. Red Ball Podcast, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Go out there and subscribe to the page.
Yeah. And subscribe on the YouTube thing here, too.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah. All right. Later, y'all.
See ya.